In this lesson, we'll wrap up this course by adding a logo and some type to our photo manipulation. Okay, so at this point we're ready to wrap this up. I'm just going to simply come over here and let's go ahead and make another layer group here on top of our others. And I'm going to set this, just call this something like logo and type. Something like that. There we go. And let's go ahead and reach over here and let's see. We'll go ahead and grab the ellipse tool right here. It's the keyboard shortcut U. And I'm just going to go ahead and shift drag out a circle here. And you know, this is kind of a fictional ad for, well, an ad for a fictional sports beverage. So I'm going to come in here and we're just going to go ahead and give this sports beverage kind of a generic logo. So I'll go ahead and grab my path selection tool and copy that path that I just drew. But notice when I drew that, I drew a shape here. And I've got my fill layer with the shape attached to it over here. So with my path selection tool, just copy that and paste it in place. Control T to free transform it here. Shrink that down holding Shift and Alt, sort of like that. Now at this point, let me hit Enter. Let's go ahead and come up here and we'll click on this little button right here, and with that path selected, I'm going to choose this subtract front shape, just like so. So we can make sort of a little ring like that. That's all on the same layer here. Now I'm actually going to come in and change the color of that. Let's come in and maybe sample the sky color, just something around that color right there. Kind of looking at some other colors here. Yeah, that color's fine. We'll go ahead and go with that color right there. And let's go ahead and we'll create yet another one, another shape here. So I'm going to copy that shape again and paste it in place. Free transform it, and I'm going to shrink it down a little further. And we'll hit, let's actually drag it down some. Maybe a little more. There we go. And we'll go ahead and change it back to combined shapes, just like that, so it looks normal. And now at this point, I'm going to jump over here and let's go ahead and grab the polygon tool. Now, I've got the polygon tool set to 3 sides, so what I want to do here is simply shift and drag out a triangle shape, just like so. And then I'm going to grab my path selection tool and free transform this. I'm going to rotate this around to where it lines up pretty well with this circle. And if we want, we can come over here and we'll just see if we can't grab both of those 2 shapes. Looks like we've got that one on the wrong layer. We'll just select both of these 2 layers and Control E to merge those together. There we go. Now we can come over here and use our alignment edges, or alignment tools, to align to the selection here. So let's go ahead and align their horizontal centers. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and drag this one down just a bit. Just going to nudge that down. Maybe free transform it again. Hopefully you can kind of see that I'm making sort of a water drop shape here. There we go. And we'll just click off that layer, and that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and grab that shape, and I'm going to go ahead and nudge it up to the center of this circle. Just like so. And there we go. I think that's looking pretty good. Now, let me go ahead and switch that over to something like maybe hard light or overlay. See what kind of look we get with that. Really enjoying the look of that. I think that looks really nice. So maybe we come over here at this point, grab our path selection tool again, and might just increase the size of that just a little bit. Maybe to there. No, I think I liked it the way it was. So let's go ahead and at this point add some type here. Now, again, we don't have a client that we're working for. This is something that really completely came from my imagination. So I'm just going to come in and drop in kind of a tagline here instead of a company name. I'll just drag my text box out below this. And I'm going to go ahead and use this font right here. This is PF Agora Sans. Now this is not a free font, so I'm not going to be able to include this with the project files. So what I'll end up doing with my end file is I'll just rasterize the type layer. So we'll just say something like hydrate, maybe hydrate accordingly. I need to stretch that text box out a little bit here, so I'll hold Alt and just increase the size of that. And maybe just add a period there at the end. Let's go ahead and change the blend mode of that layer as well over to, was it overlay? Yeah, there we go. I think that looks really nice. So at this point, let me go ahead and select the type layer. We'll drag it down here. Select those two layers, and I want to make sure they're aligned, so we've got them exactly in the right spot here. And now I'm kind of looking at their spacing between the edge of the image and the edge of the leg here, and I might want to go ahead and nudge those over a little bit more. All right, great. I think that's looking really nice. So hopefully you've really enjoyed this course dedicated to the photo manipulation of our image based on a concept or an idea we came up with early on. We used a lot of different tools, a lot of different techniques, and layered them all together here inside of Photoshop to realize this vision. And I really enjoyed the process, as well as I think that the outcome was successful. So hopefully you've learned a lot. Thanks for joining me.